waiting. How do we move? Challenging goals. How many of you at your organization have challenging goals? Okay. If you're just not raising your hand because you're so inspired right now and you just can't even move, or if you're saying, I have no goals at my organization, you need to examine that. Visible accountability. How many of you are held accountable for the performance of your organization by your board? There we go. See, here's the deal though. If there's no process in your board that is being coached, you can't coach to vapor. What am I being held accountable to? I guarantee I know what it is. The results. You're being held accountable to the workout, how much weight you lost. You're not being held accountable to a process to lose weight. What we've got to do is build a process that we have a discipline in the organization, and we've got to align the messages from the board that we're focused on a process and not the end results, with the belief that if we build a process that matches what our organization needs and our board is consistent in messaging that, all of a sudden we're starting to create an environment for change. And monetary incentives. There are some organizations that I work with who only talk about those three things. They think by giving people high goals, challenge them, hold them accountable, putting their feet to the fire and paying them for performance, they change behavior. You know who thinks that way? High performers. Just tell me my goals, get out of my way, and shut up. And I'll do it. Most of us don't think that way. Your board thinks that way. Right? This is why they focus on incentive plans, what we're going to pay you next year, and if you do this, we'll pay you more, and we're going to give you goals, and that's all we have to do, right? That's all it has to do for me. I'm not like you. What's missing here? There's something missing. If it's not about the goals, and it's not about accountability, it's what's called support structures. And support structures mean this: clear direction. Where do you want me to go? Where is the end? And you know what? I got to know how to get there. So that means you got to give me guidance, feedback, ongoing guidance, recognition of performance, and peer influence. You know what's an amazing thing? When leadership starts to change, you know what else that changes? The behaviors of the people who work for you. And if right now you're giving conflicting messages to your staff and you're expecting them to change, if you're not being the change you want to see, then all of a sudden we're creating an environment for staying where you are right now while the industry is passing you by.